Turns out, a lot of people who follow me are actually wannabe rappers themselves. So I figured, hey, I've been doing this for some time, I could probably give my 2 cents on it. Please leave a like because it helps, or leave a comment because it helps even more. And make sure you subscribe if you actually enjoy the content, because that's what helps me the most. Y'all know how basically the whole world agrees that Eminem is the GOAT now? Well, this was Eminem when he was coming up. Yikes. And that's gonna be you. And that was me. And that is probably still me. You are going to suck. At first. There's this great video of Ed Sheeran explaining that songwriting is basically like opening a well. The first thing that comes out is all that muddy, dirty water, which just has to get out of there for the clean, nice water to start flowing. The first 1,000 songs that you write are gonna suck, and that's okay. And you should know that. Like, you should write songs knowing, okay man, this is gonna be garbage, but I have to use that as practice to get better eventually. And y'all don't even know how often I've had conversations with people where they're like, hey, how can I get better at rapping? Like, how can I up my delivery? How can I rhyme more syllables? And then I'll explain it to them in like great detail. And then I'll ask them for how long they've actually been rapping.
Yeah man, for a long time now. Like, I've been rapping for like the past 2 weeks.
And I'm like, damn homie, you don't need advice. You just need practice. You just need to get out there, get those reps in. Literally get those reps in. You're gonna figure out your delivery. You're gonna figure out how to rhyme those syllables. But the most important thing is that you actually sit down and start. Don't tell yourself these lies that you're gonna start next week, or that you're gonna do it in a month, or that you need this first, or that you need a mic first, you need a studio, you need the right equipment, you don't have a camera. Like, that's all bull that you tell yourself. If you really want it, you would just get it somehow done. Giving detailed advice to people who've only been rapping for a year is like explaining how to do taxes to a baby. It's just not necessary. The only thing I would give someone who's only been rapping for a year is words of encouragement. Because the biggest problem that a lot of rappers starting out have is that they don't believe in themselves. The sound of your own voice is weird at first. You don't like seeing yourself on camera. Like, I've been through all of that. But it really does get easier with every single video. You just start to feel more comfortable. So yeah, want to get better at rapping? You need to rap. You could read a book about how to do push-ups, but only doing push-ups will actually make you better at doing push-ups. Nobody cares, and that's a good thing. How many times have you been on Instagram and someone's been like, hey, my new song just dropped, my new album just dropped, and y'all just scroll right through it because you don't care? Exactly the same thing is gonna happen to you. Like, you can write the best song ever, like you could genuinely write some top tier shit. You could write like about the deepest, saddest heartbreak that you ever had. And people will just not care because you're not special to them. Like, you're a nobody on the internet, just like everyone else. And I feel like every single rapper I know has like this feeling that he's the main character. And they're like, yeah, but people are gonna listen because it's me. No, they're not. Like, people don't care about you. The amount of people actually willing to give your song a listen is like completely random. You can put a good thumbnail in, you can use a good title, but be prepared to have your best songs get the least amount of views. Personal opinion is something that will differ from every single listener. So even though you just wrote the best song of your career, your fanbase could completely hate it. And reaching those numerical goals is dumb anyway because you don't control the algorithm. The best thing you could do is post and hope. You could literally improve every single thing about your previous song and still get less views. It happens to me all the time. So just don't dwell on it, don't stress yourself, just sit down and write another song. But here's why it's also good. You can actually drop bad projects. Like, you can drop bad songs. Like, I dropped a bad song last week. But you're not Drake, you're not Eminem. Whatever you're gonna release in the next 5 years isn't gonna be etched into history forever. You can just experiment. Like, you're not tied down by a label, you're not tied down by a crazy fan base. You can do whatever you want. Genuinely, nobody cares. And that's good. Hate comments hurt. They do. They really do. I know every single person out there is gonna be like,
I don't care about hate comments.
They don't always hurt. Like, there's a million hate comments where I'm like laughing my ass off at how venomous and how ridiculous it was. But there are days when I feel down because of other stuff happening in my personal life, where I then get a hate comment, and then suddenly it stings a lot more. And even if you're not like sad or crying about it, at the very least you're pretty mad, which is still an emotional reaction. And even Eminem, the guy who's like always, I don't give a what people think about me, just had to make an album with 12 tracks telling everyone how little he cares. So yeah, he does care. Like, even Eminem cares. Mr. I don't give a. One of the favorite things I do when I get hate comments is reminding myself of the fact that my idols get hate comments too. Like, just go into any Machine Gun Kelly comment section. It's hard. You would hope that that's like the most obvious thing about becoming a rapper, but it's actually not. Like, I know people who have no dedication, no kind of drive to do anything. They're just like basement dwelling junkies who are like totally confident in their chances to become a rapper, which to me is insane, knowing how much work you have to put in. And I'm not just talking about rapping, because that's the mistake that I did. I've only been putting out content for the past 7 months, but I've been writing lyrics for the past 5 years. So every time someone asked me like, hey, how long have you been rapping? I was like, dude, for the past 5 years. But that's not true at all. Writing lyrics is actually such a tiny part of what rapping actually is. Yeah, you might write pretty good lyrics, but can you actually rap them on beat? Can you record them? Can you edit that recording? Can you mix and master that recording? Can you film a music video, edit that recording into the music video, cut it all together, make up a good thumbnail, make up a good title, use the right hashtags, and then upload your video? Because you're gonna have to do the full package. I'll just let my man Hobson take over because he explained that in a TikTok way better than I ever could.
I was like, I need music videos. I have to learn how to use a camera. Talk to the guys, hi, I need a camera. Oh, well, what aperture are you looking for? And what ISO? What the fuck is an ISO or aperture? I don't know, bro. Just give me something that's gonna get me a video. And then you try to shoot a video, you're like, I need some lighting. And then I'm like, okay, I'm shooting things, got the lights, found all that shit out. You can't just edit you can't just edit it while you shoot it and just put it together. You gotta download fucking Adobe Premiere. Thank God for YouTube, a fucking 13-year-old. This is how you do a rotoscope. All these fucking things, all these details. I didn't want to edit my videos. I didn't want to make my beats. I just wanted to have a pen and a pad and just write and record. Didn't happen that way. I had to learn things that I did not want to learn. Yeah, so when I see rappers that are like, yeah, I just rap, I'm like, you'll never make it. You'll never make it. You may have a viral video of you rapping in front of a Walmart or something or a little battle, but you'll never make it because you just rap. You can't just rap.
Do you know how hard it is to actually post something on Instagram? Like, for real, if you want to do it correctly. Let's say I have a picture of me cosplaying as Robert Pattinson's Batman, and I wanted to reach the right people. I can't just throw hashtag Batman in there, because hashtag Batman is already being used by 20 million other accounts. And they all have 1 million followers more than me, so they're at the top of the hashtag with all the likes and the comments. You're gonna want a hashtag that has less engagement. But you don't want to use hashtags that no one else uses either, because then nobody will find your picture through that hashtag. You're gonna have to analyze your likes and comments, and specifically choose hashtags with posts that have the same amount of likes and comments, because that means you can actually compete with those posts. And Instagram allows you to have 30 hashtags, so you're definitely gonna want to use all 30 hashtags. Which for me means that I'll have to look up 30 hashtags which have a good amount of likes, not too many, not too little, every time I want to post something on Instagram. And that's a pain in the but if you do put that work in, that's how you get 4,000 people on your account that never followed you before. But people really seem to think that writing lyrics is all there is to becoming a rapper, but it's not. I never thought I would be a TikToker. I never thought I would be a YouTuber. There is no right or wrong. Okay, see, I actually want to end on a positive note. And it's basically when it comes to music, when it comes to entertainment, there is no right or wrong. You know how many times I've had like a perfect thumbnail and I still didn't get any views? Almost everything in life, and music especially, is all just so opinion based. And not everyone is gonna like every single song you put out. That's completely normal. Some people like fast rap, some people like it more when you take it slow. You're always gonna have people that will dislike your music, you're always gonna have people that will like your music, and you will never be able to please everyone. If you're getting hate and someone's trashing your song, don't take it personal. You just reached the wrong person, but there's like 8 billion people on Earth. you're definitely gonna be able to find a small fan base with people who are just like you. I've made it pretty obvious that I'm a screaming, crying MGK fangirl, and Drunk Face, for example, is like the perfect song to me, like it's literally flawless. I listen to it every day, like even in my sleep. But there's people out there who will like listen to the song and genuinely don't like it. And I'm not talking about haters or people who are like going in with that mindset of being negative towards it. I mean like genuinely listen to it, giving it a fair chance, and still being like, nah, that's pretty bad, like that's a bad song, I don't like that one. And that's just because it's opinion based, like it all comes down to personal opinion, and no one's personal opinion means more than any other person's. So I would say just do what you feel like. Because if I do a song that's like 100% me and people don't like it, at least it will still be 100% me. And I'm releasing something that I'm like genuinely proud of. You know how much it would suck to be inauthentic, to like fake your entire image, fake your entire personality, and then blow up based on that? And you know that like all those millions of likes and fans that you're getting are not actually fans of you at all. I'd much rather have a small and actually genuine fan base. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Please do me the favor of subscribing. And yeah, check out my EP if you haven't already. Struggles of a Wannabe Rapper, out on all streaming services for the first time. Thanks guys.